Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back. I forgot my name again. Too funny. I went because you're thinking the bonus read. So okay, so we're going to use the oh my goodness, where am I? Wild Unknown Tarot for your reading, for your bonus read. We'll go from there. It's interesting because I was watching a reader the other day and I thought it was pretty cool actually, because I always, you know, there's obviously readers I watch too. And this particular reader was saying, I think it might have been Water Baby Tarot, and she was saying how it's so strange sometimes that you do another reading and it can be a continuation, and other times it can be from the other person's perspective. And I thought right from the beginning, that's why I started doing the bonus reads, because very often I would pick up the other person that you were dealing with, or it would clarify or continue the first reading like it was a series. And it made me realise sometimes I forget how connected we all are. Even though I know we're strongly connected to each other, I guess it's sort of like a blast sometimes when you hear someone say that and you think, wow, I'm completely aligned with you. I know exactly what you're saying here. But it's just so interesting to think that other people experience the same things. But then sometimes, you know, I have people write to me and say, I put the cards out myself this morning and I got exactly the same cards as you. And sometimes that can be several people in a day. So the energies are out there. The other thing that happens quite a lot is that you might see a repeat card and you know that something's coming because it's just a card that might be repeated in every reading you pick up. And I mean, there's a lot of cards in a tarot deck. So if you're getting a repeating card, then there's a theme and you need to be aware of that. Sometimes the star sign reading, if I read for a particular star sign, it will come out like the what's cracking reading. So I realise then that that particular sign is very dominant for that energy. And then of course I have beautiful people who do astrology who come back in and confirm my readings, which is always absolutely beautiful. We are all part of the same. We are all meant to be. We are all interconnected. Doesn't matter which way you look at it. All the same energy. We're all energy. We're all part of our environment. All right, let's move into your bonus read. It's definitely had a good shuffle. Okay, I never know what the card is when I split it. It's just the way I've always sort of been told to do it. So I have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. Now the Wheel of Fortune, I've turned my light down, but it still seems to be quite bright today. I just tip you a fraction. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that talks about divine intervention. It's about karma being played out now in your favour. It's about something being turned around that wasn't perhaps on the wheel or in the wheel the last time it went round. So it's now being sort of tipped towards you. It's about the reaping what you sow thing. But something here is coming in for you that perhaps you either missed out on the last cycle, or something that's being returned to you that needed to come in on the next cycle. Something's happened in between. Let's see what that's about. All right, so I have the Magician coming through here. The Magician's a card that sort of tells you that you have everything you need to create what you want. Sorry, I'm trying to get the shadow off the card. It may be best in that corner. The Magician is the master manifester. It means that you can have whatever you want at this time. You're manifesting something here that you've desired or wanted. Something that maybe you missed out on before. But karma's now turning in your favour. So something is being brought full circle for you. So it could be, you know, if you think about it, it may not have been quite cooked the first time around. It may not have been ready. There may have been lessons to learn, things that needed to happen for this to fall into place. But something here is changing. Something's changing with the Magician, because you've manifested something now. Yeah, this gives even more rise to something. So the Four of Cups is here. Something was refused, denied, or like knocked back the first time around. Somebody wasn't ready here to accept the cup. If you made an offer to someone in the past, they may have chosen something else or someone else over you here. I think that they felt the offer you were giving them was much of the same thing they'd already experienced. More of the same, more of the same. The fear held them back from accepting this offer because they felt they were getting more of the same thing that they'd had before. Okay. All right, so I have here the 8. Oh, interesting. It's come out in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles is in reverse. So someone didn't want to work on something. Okay. That makes a whole lot of sense. All right, so I feel like in the past an offer was made. Now, this could have been made to you, so I could be flip-flopping the reading here. An offer was made that was not accepted. Someone still had lessons to learn. And I feel like the lessons they needed to learn was about this offer that was made. So it's like this offer made them realize that there were things, you sparked something in this person because there were lessons this person needed to learn that this offer put them on the pathway of learning. And it's sort of like at this time, they weren't ready to work on something. So your offer was declined here. The cup was refused. I'm just thinking of you, dirty rat. Do me gangster thing. Okay, so whoever this was refused a cup, did not want to put the work in. Okay, a cycle is now closing. 10 of Swords here. So something is closed off in order for the wheel to be turned around again. So something was shut down in order for it to be brought around, but in a different way. Because it wasn't ready the first time. Whoever this person was that refused had a lot of lessons to learn, and they've now learned them with the 10 of Swords. So there's a feeling here that when you think of swords being our thoughts, our deeds, our lessons, this person had a lot of lessons to learn, but now they've come to the end of a cycle here. Okay, so the universe is saying, right, everything is completed. We've done the round. Karma's been completed here, and we now need to start a new cycle. So let's see where we're going with that. All right, so I have here the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is a card of looking back at the past with regret. It's not, I mean, why the long face? Sorry, it's a horse. Bad dad jokes. And it's funny, isn't it? Maybe that's why they've used the horse. Maybe somebody did have a bit of humour there. But it's really a card of looking back at the past and having regrets about things that have happened in the past that you think you can't change. But you know, in the original tarot, the 2 cups still stand in front of this person, but he's not looking at those. He or she is looking back at the ones that are spilled. So giving rise to this idea that you can have something in the future, but you've got to let go of the past first. You've got to let go of those old memories, the situation, the regrets, the remorse. It's got to go. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Okay. Oh my goodness, we have another horse. Isn't that interesting? We have the card of the Chariot here. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. The Chariot card is the card of forward movement. I feel like something's breaking through for this person here. Some sort of energy is breaking through. It sort of feels like the sun coming through the clouds here. And it's starting to really hit home here for this person. So something has started to either awaken them or started to shine light on something. All right, so I have the Father of Pentacles here. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This is the King of Pentacles. This person here, the King of Pentacles, is a person who sees himself or herself as the provider. They are often the card that comes up for a partner, husband, wife card. This person is very masculine, and they see themselves in the position of being able to provide. They like their earthly pursuits. They like to be financially independent. Let's just keep going. I love the way his antlers are coloured. All right, so we have the Five of Swords coming through here. Somebody's looking back at a past mistake here. Somebody's looking back at something they moved away from, shunned, turned their back on here. This is where the regret comes in. So it's like they've walked away from something here, and now they're looking back, trying to understand why they walked away from it. Why did they leave it behind? I see the rainbow here in the antlers, and I'm really filled with this sort of sense of, you know, the sun shining through with the Chariot card. But it's almost like the rainbow is leading this person to really understand that something that they turned their back on in the past needs to be rectified, revisited. Something needs to happen here. All right, so we have the Tower card coming through. Of course we do. Okay, with the Three of Wands. Wow, okay, Two of Wands. This person has done this major review here. What have I done? What did I do? How can I put this right? Looking towards the future, thinking I wasn't looking forward. I was looking at what I had at the time. And now I've realized I wasn't focused on what I wanted. And they're taking a new path. The Tower is coming in now to break down some of the ideas, traditions, old ways of thinking, and clarification, really, in order for this person to build something from the rubble. They want to rebuild. All right, okay, so we have here the Nine of Swords. Wow, okay. And the Queen of Wands coming through here. This person, whoever this person is, wants to move back towards you. Or you need to move towards someone else. This is time now. This is time. There's an anxiety here over how do you approach a situation when you created so much conflict in the past. How do you go back to something when you've caused so much hurt and pain to someone? How do you return here in some way, shape or form to put right the actions that you created in the past? This is this person's thoughts and energies here. And they're creating their own tower moment through this. Oh, heavy energies coming through here. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. With strength. That's how you do it. So if you're the person watching this who doesn't know what to do or how to put this right, the universe is saying here, I love the rose in the mouth. Take a rose with you. Here. It's about trusting your inner self. Can you see all the sun coming through now in the background? It's like we've gone from this sort of almost an eclipse here to seeing this sun shining in the background. You could be dealing with someone who has strong Leo placements, by the way. But whoever this person is has to now understand their own inner strengths, because they were talking from ego before. They were working from their ego, and now they're working from their true self. They look like they've done the shadow work here. They look like they've understood their own limitations. Whoever this person is now standing in their own personal power. So they will get past the anxiety. They will get past this stress energy. The Tower has sort of flattened everything out for them to restart. So the universe is saying, we're bringing whatever this is around to you now. Someone is taking on the energy of the Magician. Someone is manifesting now what they want. something they may have refused in the past. They didn't want to work on something here, and they needed to close out a cycle. And we have the Nine of Wands behind that. So this person's still very wounded here. My goodness, we have the Ace of Swords behind that. Okay, and look at the rainbow again. Wow, okay, so someone here is recognizing the truth. The Hierophant's coming out here. Wow, some of you might end up getting some sort of proposal here, whether that's just a proposal to move forward and rebuild, or whether this is a proposal for something more long-term with the Hierophant there. Somebody has really turned things around here. This is tables have turned, energies flipped completely here. All right, let's pull you out an oracle card. Oh, straight out, expect powerful change. I love it. Look at the card. That's an eclipse. I said to you, I can see the eclipse here. Oh, I love what I do. Can I say to you, it doesn't matter how many times I do a reading, I'm absolutely blown out by the energy that comes through, especially when you're like all those sort of, there are no such thing as coincidences, remember, but all of these things aligning for you here with this energy. Okay, so expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Let's read up on that for you. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead you somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason. You'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attuned to the moon says, never mind the past, life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. Wow, powerful reading. Thanks, guys.